Hey good people, so today we will be using our Cricut to actually cut out that pattern wood design that we are going to decorate. So if you have a Cricut, that's fine. If you do not, just use regular wood. So let's get started. Okay, so the wood that you will need will be 1/32. This comes from Hobby Lobby and it is very thin. So I'm gonna line my board up with the mat. I have the strong grip mat and I'm just pressing it down to make sure that it sticks. So here I am in Cricut Design Space and I am adjusting the sizes of my earrings according to comparing the sizes on the mat and in Design Space. So now we are finally cutting the wood with our Cricut. I am super excited because this was one of the main reasons that I wanted to get one. I've had it since December and I was intimidated by this machine. It stayed in the box for about a week and finally I just took it out and I started working with it, and I so love my Cricut. It is amazing at how many things that you can do with it. It's so versatile. So kudos to Cricut. I really love it. I'm super excited about cutting this wood too, because I went through trial and error when I first started trying, and finally I was just like, okay, just look at the videos. So I looked at videos and tried some things worked, some things didn't. The 1/32 with the, and this is balsa wood, works fine and I'm loving this so far. It is very thin, so when it comes time to actually remove it and pop away the pieces, I know I'm probably gonna have an incident, but I would just be careful when using that 1/32 because it is truly thin. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna just use our Cricut tool, and this is just to lift it up off of the strong grip mat, and you have to be careful here because like I said, it is very thin. So what we're gonna do is try to go around areas and just kind of pry it off without using that much strength. This tool is very good for this action. So now all we have to do is pop them out of place. I think that if I would have did another round with the Cricut and cutting, then it would have been a little bit easier for me to pull the pieces out. Instead I had to use a X-Acto knife to go around the edges for the middle piece. Now that we have everything popped out of place, we are going to start our painting. Now that we have allowed it to dry, we're going to take some cardstock and we're going to trace the shapes onto the back of the cardstock and cut it out. And we'll be adding this cardstock to our piece, and it will be the focal piece or the centerpiece of the wood earring. So we're going to take the cardstock and the wood pieces and we're going to use some Mod Podge to seal the two pieces together. This will also create a more firmer earring. It won't be as flimsy as it was before once we complete the process. So now we are going to allow it to dry, and I'm going to take a acrylic block just to kind of hold it down so that it won't bend or fold. Once it dries, we are just going to trim away the edges. Just taking a metallic marker and adding some trim to the design. After it dries, we are going to use some Mod Podge just to kind of like seal that in, and then we're going to start going into adding our elements. So once again, my favorite time is design time, and we're just going to grab a whole bunch of elements and start designing. Yeah, I want to give a special shout out to my son Ezra, because he actually creates the beats for me to do on my channel. I think he's awesome at making beats, so I just want to give him a special shout out. He's 9 years old and he be putting these beats together like crazy, and even though I can't sing, sometimes I try to sing on my videos, but I think that he's awesome for helping me out. So kudos, Ezra Bright, Levi B. Thank you. So we're pretty much done with this design. We have just allowed things to just come together, and now we're completed. We're going to do the back, and we're going to adhere the earring back to it with the resin, let that sit, and then we're done. So we are wrapping things up, and we have finished our design. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had fun creating it. As always, be blessed.